Hey Sag, um, welcome to Cosmic Love Rehab, and I have your mid-monthly soulmate reading. Um, I'm just taking a look at this. This energy is just like off the chain, okay? I'm trying to figure out where to start because I'm picking up so much from it. Okay, I have... I feel like you or your soulmate, it's either you're feeling pressured to make a decision about something, or you're pressuring somebody to make a decision about something. So I'm just trying to separate you from your soulmate right now, because it's funny. It's like you don't want... I feel like you're at this place where you're like, shit or get off the pot. That's where I feel like you're at right now. You're like, shit or get off the pot. Like, I'm not playing with you no more. This is... I think there's definitely a mirror going on here, and it's kind of confusing, and I feel like you're confused. And so that's why I'm so confused looking at your reading right now. It's so funny. But there is this feeling of you wanting the person you're connected to pay for what has happened. You know, you're kind of pissed. You know, you're in a space of like wanting to defend what's yours. And let me just see here. You're at a space where like you're like, if you come anywhere near me with any other bullshit, or if you come near me with anything other than what I want you to hear, it's gonna be over. Like, it's curtains for you. Like, I'm done. That's one part of you, okay? Now, the other side of you, though, there is still this place of you that hopes that there is going to be some changes, and does hope that there is going to be more, even though your energy right now is saying that. Let me just take a look. It's interesting. I feel like you feel like you need to make a decision about this person. And because you're tired. You are tired of going through this process with the person that you're connected to. And you want justice. Like, you want this person, all the blood, sweat, and tears that you've put into this, you want this person to do the same thing for you. Now, the interesting thing is, it's like there's a duality going on here, where even though there's two sides of this story, I feel like both of these aspects are within you. Interesting enough, like how your person that you're connected to is showing up here. This is also one aspect of you. So in one sense, there's definitely a mirror, okay? But because, okay, there's two groups of people here. Excuse me. If it seems like I'm all over the place, it's because there is definitely a feeling of being all over the place in this connection as far as like your energy, okay? Two groups. One group is tired of waiting for something to happen. Like, you're done waiting for this person to change, for this person to make a move. You're done. You've been looking at the clock for way too long. You're over it. You're like, you know what? I'm better than that. I can have whoever I want out here in these streets. I'm just messing with you, but like I don't have to wait on you. You're laying down the hammer. You're laying down the law. And you're like, I'm going to break free of this crap. Like, I'm done. I want you to have to go through everything I had to go through in connection. I feel like that's for one group of you. The other group of you, it's interesting. It's the opposite. Where you feel like you're being pressured to move forward in something. You feel like this person is wanting you to make them feel better and, remove all their doubts. And this group that I'm speaking to, there's also this aspect of you feeling like you're their muse, and you don't like that. There is this aspect of you feeling like they feel you have to fix it. And you're very uncomfortable with that because you know that you can't fix another person and another person can't fix you. And you do have this independence. You Sages are definitely independent. And it's like, this person wants you to be a certain way. This person, you know that there's a balance, and you know that they're off in their energy. So whatever they're coming at you, however they're coming at you, it doesn't feel right to you because you feel like it's kind of superficial. Like they're not coming from a good place right now. Almost as if they were taking your energy, like, and sucking you dry of it, like wanting to just like take all your energy, kind of not hide your light necessarily, but take your light for them because of the space that they're in right now, because they want peace in their life right now, okay? There's a darkness around them. Definitely, what's happening in their life. I feel like the person you're connected to, there's a heck of a lot of things happening in that person's life right now. And you can sense that they want to use your energy, not consciously, but you can sense that they're wanting to connect with you for the wrong reasons. And it's got you like, let me back up. Let me see where you're at with this. Let me just hold on a second, because this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen again. I'm not going to allow you to come into my space after all this time and everything that I had to go through and all the lessons I had to learn and all the building that I've done, in your career, financially, you guys have worked so hard to get what you have, and you feel like you're not going to let somebody come in and take what you have. You're just not going to let it. And I also feel like, for some of you that your partner or the person that you're connected to, they're dealing with addictions right now. They're dealing with things where there's, they're out of balance. And you're not really wanting to be around them. You're not wanting to chase after somebody who's not on the same page as you right now, even, who's not showing up with the same amount of stability emotionally, spiritually, physically as you. So I do. And I feel like this is the group that I'm talking to the most. Because I feel like this person wants you to make it right for them. They do. They want you to come in. They want you to fix it. And your fear is that they're just going to do that again and then leave again. They're going to come in, say the right things, or make it look like you've done something wrong and you now need to explain yourself, or you need to reassure them. And you're like, no, hell no. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give this to you. I'm not giving my power over to you. I see where you're coming from. I can feel it. and I'm gonna need you to stay back. Like I'm gonna look over here. Like I'm gonna look at you from over here. I'm gonna check you out a little bit and see where you're at first before I decide if I want to be a part of this. So I really feel like overall, that's where you're at. You're defending your position. And it's not even so much that you have to speak it. Because I feel like you're focused on your finances too, by the way. I feel like you're really building something right now financially. And that's a big focus. There is a fear though. There's a fear of getting pulled back in to this situation with this person while they're in this energy. There's a fear because even though you have your pride and you're like, yeah, no, you're not coming anywhere near me. And I don't feel like, by the way, guys, I feel like you've come too far to allow things to go back to the way they were. I don't even feel like you're going there. I'm not going to say that, you know, there won't be moments, but, you know, I don't see you going back to where you came from, the things that you had to go through before. But you want to keep your balance. You've built this foundation underneath you. And now you're like, no, you're not coming in here and messing my peace all up after all this, because you need peace. You know, all this time I needed peace. I needed answers. And where were you? And now you want to come in and you want to, you know, infringe on my peace. So you want me to give up what I've worked so hard for emotionally so that you can be okay. Well, I'm not going to do it. You know, that's what I'm seeing. And so some of you Sagittarius, I want to say this too, be careful not to play the tit for tat game, and be careful, you know, if you get into a conversation with this person, be careful not to go down that road where you're having to explain yourself or wanting them to explain themselves and it's not getting you anywhere. Like if you are having a conversation with this person and you start to see yourselves going in circles and not really getting anywhere, it's time to exit out the conversation. Or if you are feeling like you're doing things like, you know, I'm seeing like on Facebook, like if you're liking people's posts just to get a response from this person, or, you know, if you find yourself doing anything that is on purpose to get some kind of reaction or make them feel something, be careful of that, because I feel like right now your energy is pretty high. You are vibrating at a high frequency, so you want to be careful what you're putting out into the universe right now, because you don't want to bring that karma back onto you. So be careful, okay, guys? Like, I do feel like there's a little bit of anger, a little bit of like pride in the sense of, you know, there's no way in hell you're going to come and take any of this away that I've built up. And I mean that on an emotional, spiritual, physical level, whatever, however that applies to you. You know, you're really not going to allow it. And you know what? You have every right to feel that way. Just don't get in the tit for tat. Don't realize that you've come this far and you're not in that space anymore where you're going to play that game. You're not even going to get caught up in the bullshit, right? You're just going to keep moving. And if this person catches up, they catch up. And if they don't, they don't. And I feel like you're already thinking that anyway. Like, you're trying to stay in a place of balance. And I think that's very good right now. I think it's best that you do keep your distance, for those of you that this applies to, while this person can work through their junk on their own. And, you know, if they do work through their stuff, then maybe you'll see them then if you're still around. But right now, it's definitely there's definitely some addictions happening, you know, like there's definitely some energy of codependency, and you already know that. So I feel like you're in a good space. You're already aware of, you know, where they're at. And I feel like you're going to protect yourself and keep moving. So, yeah, guys. On another note, though, I do want to say that I see that you guys are really building something financially. And, you know, I feel like that's where your focus is going to be, is on your finances and your career right now. So, in that, I see a lot of abundance coming in for you. I see you continuing to work at it and continuing to build. And I feel like that's going to bring you, I feel like it's going to bring you abundance that's going to last for a while, guys. So yeah. So anyway, I will leave you with that, and I will talk to you soon.